You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yeah, breaking news. It's a breaking news, really, and a great news indeed. As the federal government ready to dialogue with Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, but as it is, Igboho's acceptance of federal government resolve over agitation is what IPOB should emulate. Yes, indigenous people of Biafra should also emulate that. But what does that really mean? And let's buttress the point. Popular Yoruba rights activist Sunday Igboho, who is currently in detention in Benin Republic, has expressed satisfaction with the recent statement made by the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami. We will recall that Abubakar Malami recently issued a statement that the federal government may be open to all kinds of consideration and also including political solutions in resolving the issue of the agitation for secession in the country. The agitation for secession in Nigeria has actively been from the southeast and to the southwest region of Nigeria, let's say in the southern part in general. As it is, I believe what Malami is trying to do is just because of the suit that was filed against him by Sunday Igboho, the 20 billion naira suit that was filed against him. He has no buoyancy, or let me say he has no money to pay, because Malami himself is also trying to fraud Nigeria, let alone him paying 20 billion naira. But in other words, if Malami is going to pay that money eventually, or he wants to pay, I believe through his antecedent, you should know that Malami is trying to use Peter's money to rob Paul. That is what it is. I would expatiate more. The reason I said that is that Malami has been indicted in so many ways because Nigerians money is in his pocket, from stamp duty charge to value added tax to what's it called, Paris Club funds, to those money that has been borrowed, looted funds and all that in Malami's custody. Malami has been doing all sorts to make sure that he make Nigeria treasury bankrupt, or he wants to just make it dry, and that is what it is. So eventually, if that suit that was filed against him by Sunday Igboho and lawyers, I believe that's where he wants to get that money from. But as it is, from his sense of human, he's trying to dialogue. Okay, that is that is what he should have done. The first thing the federal government should have done earlier. And why is it that Malami is the one trending now? Because I said it, and so many people have argued with me that no, what you said is wrong or is untrue. I said Malami is the one ruling Nigeria. Some persons argued and argued. They said it's untrue. I said, if you tell me it's untrue, and this one is true, then it's obvious. It shouldn't be Malami, saying all this or confronting these agitators. It should be that the president should be the one, trying to dialogue with these present agitators and the secessionist group. That is what it is. And I would say Buhari himself is not even competent, like everybody knows. Either Buhari or no Buhari, because so many people have been saying, no, that person in that place is not Buhari. But notwithstanding, medically, it has been said that Buhari has dementia, and he is also incoherent. You know what that means, but you can even go for reference and check what those words means. Well, according to a report on Nigerian Tribune, Sunday Igboho reacted to the statement from the Minister of Justice through his lawyer, Chief Yomi Aliyu, the senior advocate of Nigeria. He said, as a peace-loving person, he is glad that the federal government has allowed reasons to prevail over the matter, as he gave thanks to his supporters for being behind him. That is what it is. I said, for being behind him. In the statements, it was disclosed that the continuous imprisonment of the Yoruba nation activists in Benin Republic has made him resolute in seeking self-determination for his Yoruba indigenous tribe. The lawyer of Sunday Igboho in the statement demanded the release of his client to allow him to go on a medical trip in Germany. It was also disclosed that the Yoruba activist is held in detention illegally in Cotonou, as the Benin Republic government has not been able to charge him for any offense for over 3 months. It is pertinent to know that the agitation for secession in Nigeria cannot be attained through violence or force. This is what I believe, and is what Sunday Igboho is starting to understand. Rather, I would say so many people have been telling us that Sunday Igboho's approach is wrong. Sunday Igboho wasn't violent, and he has never been violent in his approach. The rally he had in Osun State wasn't violent. The one he had in Ondo State wasn't violent. In Ekiti State also wasn't violent. In Oyo State wasn't violent. In Ogun State was not. Though it was when he wanted to go to Lagos State that it all changed its narrative. I believe Malami also is responsible for the invasion of Sunday Igboho's house, because they needed to kill Sunday Igboho just because he is trying to propagate the gospel of bad governance of Buhari, because they in the government parastatals, because of the impunity that covers them, they wouldn't want anybody to let the international community know the antecedents of Nigeria, because they want to still borrow more money. If they know that there is genocide in Nigeria and they are still borrowing them money, or selling ammunition to them to violate the fundamental rights of the citizen, they wouldn't do that. Now that a few countries know and they are still doubting, but as it is, we believe Nemesis is catching up on them gradually. Buhari is just there like a figurehead. Well, to continue, the lawyer of Sunday Igboho in the statement demanded the release of his client to allow him to go on a medical trip in Germany. It was also disclosed that the Yoruba activist is held in detention illegally in Cotonou, as the Benin Republic government has not been able to charge him for any offense for over 3 months. It is pertinent to know that the agitation for secession in Nigeria cannot be attained through violence, which the lawyer had just said. The indigenous people of Biafra, in the other hand, have not reacted to the statement issued by Abubakar Malami. If the federal government is ready for ways to resolve the issue of agitation, which is what the concerned regions want, why hasn't IPOB made their stand about the statement known? It is also important for IPOB to emulate the wise decision of Sunday Igboho. The issue of agitation needs to be resolved through peaceful means. Basically, I would say, if I want to dispute the fact that IPOB has now, issued any statements against that of Malami's statement, I believe IPOB, in my own view and my own opinion, and what I've really, seen in the antecedents of the IPOB, I believe that they said they want a separate nation. That's just what they want. And if there is going to be dialogue about that, let it be peaceful. Let the whole saga of disturbing the peace of the citizen, I mean the Malami, sending hoodlums that I call security, or giving them a search warrant or kill warrant, because I believe that is not search warrant, that is kill warrant, and which is not so good for Nigerian citizens, because it's a violation of human rights or fundamental rights. One of the biggest challenges to the agitation for secession is that many leaders are not in support of it. Well, similarly, many Nigerians in the southeast and southwest region have also expressed disapproval of the demand. The best approach to address the issue is through dialogue and peaceful measures, because if it is through violence, the federal government will always have the upper hand. Well, if the federal government even have the upper hand, but the so-called representation, the Nigerian representation in diaspora will not be good, because as it is now, the present administration have faulted. They have been faulted, all ramification. They have jeopardized the fundamental rights of its citizens, and the antecedent, I would say, or the so-called result of all this is a negative one when it comes to international community and approval. The United Nations is trying to delve into the matter, and maybe that's why Malami and the federal government are trying their possible best to make sure they settle things amicably. Well, this is what it is. I would like you to share your views and comments in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.